Welcome to the Save Par Golf Podcast, where two average golfers talk about golf and things. I'm your host, Derek.
I'm Dominic.
We are currently on episode 138, and we have a very special guest today. We have Roger Steele in the house. We are at the TPC Twin Cities, home of the 3M Open, which takes place this week. Roger, I know you're a busy man, but we appreciate you coming on the podcast.
I'm not that busy, dog.
Dude,
Not that busy.
we've watched you all day.
Yeah.
You're that busy.
Yeah, you are, man.
Nah,
I love it, though, because you just embrace everything.
Well,
which is
No, I've been telling everybody, I'm like, he's the man of the people.
I appreciate that title. I think that, it's just like you think about on the other side of it, how you would appreciate being treated. And I have no intention on being no asshole to nobody that I come across. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Well,
I think that's kind of, if everybody would do that, the world would be a better place.
Yeah, 100%.
well, it was like, I volunteered a couple years ago and I had to give a VIP badge. So they're like, Dom, you're the young guy. You probably know everybody. The first one I saw was Roger Steele. I'm like, I know who Roger is. So I said, hey, I know I'm not supposed to talk to you. I'm Dominic. And you're like, oh, I know you. So to me, I was like, that's like the validity. I was like, that's so cool. So everyone's like, yeah, how was Roger? I'm like, he is the nicest guy.
Yeah, and I appreciate you. I'm glad my plan is working.
Yeah, that's right. It is.
I mean, sometimes you just put goodwill out there, right?
Yeah.
And you just hope for the best.
Yeah.
So you're playing in the Pro-Am tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are you planning on taking home the hardware, or like
These pro-ams are hard to win though, bro. Yeah, with like the index situation and the situation that we got going on nationally with people sandbagging. It's a national
That's an issue.
epidemic.
It's a problem,
It's a
right?
pandemic. It's probably it's tearing away at the fabric of golf.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You think
Just
so?
people lying about
Yeah.
indexes, just blatantly lying about indexes, So I encourage everybody, if you see somebody out there sandbagging,
call them out?
or hit them.
Hit him?
Yeah,
I don't think I'm accurate enough to hit him.
Just do something to them, bro. Like, we got to stop this.
I love it. Do you get nervous playing in Pro-Ams?
No, I mean, but it's like, what's the expectation? I've never lied to nobody and told them I was that good at golf. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do hold myself to a higher standard, so I get disappointed when I don't perform to my ability.
Sure.
But yeah, I think that the only time that I really get nervous when I'm playing golf is if I'm playing for decent amounts of money.
Okay.
Which I like putting myself in those situations.
Perfect. We'll transition real quick because we heard about there's a gambling event that might take place.
Yeah, that got way out of hand.
So now, what are the stakes? And I mean, how does the handicap index work on that?
No. I'm playing for like we're playing for 10,000.
10,000.
Yeah, no strokes.
No strokes. Straight up.
We can't do that. Yeah, we gotta just slug it out.
So what happens if you guys are even going into 18? You guys tie. You guys gonna do like a putt off. You're gonna play like another hole. You're gonna and it stakes.
It depends on like where the momentum is, because it's like sometimes you could be riding the momentum train and you could like kind of pass somebody at the finish line. If I feel like my momentum is trending in the right direction when we finish, I'm like, yeah, let's play some extra holes, sudden death. If I'm going down, look at something alternative like a foot race or something. You know what I mean? Like I still feel like, yeah, like my 40 time is still respectable.
So actually what we did was at our event we just had on Saturday, we had two teams tied for third?
Yeah.
We had them play bags, and everyone else calls it cornhole.
Yeah.
So we had them play bags, and that game of bags went on.
It was almost better than the golf event itself.
It was the most Minnesota thing ever. Yeah. That game of bags went on for damn near 20 minutes.
Yeah, you got to take people out. So yeah, just take them off the golf course, especially if you feel like you can't win no more. Like if you've seen what you need to see, like, he probably got me right now.
Yeah.
Do something else. For sure.
Yeah.
What's the strongest part of your game?
I would say right now the wedges are getting better. I took a wedge lesson. I got this dude up in Chicago, Sean Ray. He gave me a quick wedge lesson. That made like my whole golf swing make a little bit more sense actually. And then the short game with the wedges, I feel like I'm getting that. Around the greens, I'm a little bit better than people think. I'm not gonna say it's the best, but I think that part of my game is better than what people think.
We've heard your driver is pretty long off the tee though.
But that's not always an asset though. You know what I mean? You're looking at a ball go a long way in the wrong direction, and it's actually just a lot of heartbreak. You're just watching a big ass crooked drive.
Yeah, you're like, damn, it's 400 yards, but to the right.
Yeah. It's like, damn, it might kill somebody. Like you're listening for noises off the property.
Right. All the glass crashing. And,
Have you been close to hit or injured or anything from that on the course?
Hell yeah. Have I been hit with a golf ball?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you?
Yes, bro.
On a driver, just like a shank, like a wedge shot?
No, it was somebody snap hooked a long iron off of a tee. So like it was a blind tee shot on a par 4, and they kind of had it tucked behind some trees. Yep. So like from the par 3 green, you couldn't really see the next tee box. So I mean, in his defense, like he didn't know that we were over there, but people are over there.
Oh, for sure.
You shouldn't be hitting a hot hook.
Yeah.
He hit the hot hook. I hear it take one skip and it like just grazes the grass and just hit me in the side of my knee.
Oh man.
Never been shot before. But if I had to take a guess at what being shot felt like instead of being shot,
Oh,
this is, I mean, and the side of the knee, such a vulnerable spot.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I go to the ground. I'm
well,
in
and
pain.
there's nothing there. It's straight bone.
It's just straight bone.
Straight bone.
It's like a putter to the ankle. That's as close I've been hit.
100%.
Or like a scooter
100%.
to the shin, you know what I
Scooter to
mean?
the shin.
But funny story, so like the dude hit me, he gets up into, you know, a sight line, sees me on the ground, and not to make this racial, but I'm playing in, this is a competitive event.
Sure.
This is an actual tournament I'm playing in. This is like probably, man, 10 years ago. He sees me, I'm the only black dude in the field. Second day, you know, like the 15th hole.
Sure.
I'm playing pretty good.
Yeah, you gotta take
And
it
then
out.
he sees me limping, and he withdraws.
No
And
way.
he playing in the group behind me. He was actually playing better than me. He like, bro, I just cannot stand to look at you limp off this course. Like, this is just weighing on me so heavy, I gotta quit.
Who
I
does
was
that?
like, bro, but like, you're not helping nobody by quitting.
Right?
Right, right.
Yeah, deal with your problem. Don't run from your problems.
Yeah.
Look at me limp.
Take it.
Apologize.
Yeah, look at me limp, dog. But yeah, so I have been hit with a golf ball.
So, we want to talk about Honors. It's a new brand, Honors Golf. I want to definitely talk about that. But just want to, is there a significant story that or an experience that sticks out? I know you travel all the time. Is there like one story that really pops out? If you're like, just a cool story.
For like me?
Yeah.
No, I think the dopest story that I think I got a couple, man.
I'm sure you do with all the travel.
Yeah, but I think that like my first time meeting Steph in person was pretty dope because
That's your guy.
Yeah. You think you could take him one-on-one
in
basketball? Just kidding.
I know we don't have that on video, but the look on Dave Barrett.
bruh.
Steph's
I'm like wondering like what, you know, if you were talking about handicapping a one-on-one game, how many points would Steph have to give me? I mean,
30.
if we was playing at 31.
Yeah, 30.
But he's a stick too.
And yeah, he is. I'm trying to figure out if I could beat him on the golf course or not, bro. He know how to, like Steph, I think just know how to put the ball in the hole, like in whatever sport.
Doesn't matter what it is.
So it's
He's a natural athlete.
It's not like maybe a competitor more so than an athlete.
Sure,
like,
sure.
Or,
No, that makes
I don't
sense.
know. Like he seemed like he just know how to figure stuff out, like practically. You know what I mean? Yeah. But the first time I met him, bro, it was so crazy. You know, I've been working with Callaway for like a year and a half. I pitched him this concept called range talking. I'm like, yo, let me just like meet on the range and talk to a bunch of the Callaway people.
For sure.
And, you know, just get to know them a little better. And they're like, yeah, that's a good idea. Your first episode is gonna be with Steph. They're like, oh, you know, I mean, you don't want me to test this out with Xander or something. You know what I mean?
Straight to the top.
Yeah,
Well, it's funny you'd rather have Xander than Steph.
just as a warm up though.
Yeah,
And that's no offense to, you know, Xander.
You're right.
You know what I mean? But I'm just saying,
For sure.
you know,
Steph Curry is like right now.
could have had Kisner, could have started with Kisner, maybe. You know what I mean? Just, you know, get me rolling. But when Steph pull up, bro, and this another time that I've been unnecessarily nervous, like they told me that Steph was gonna be there in the next 20, 30 minutes. And I'm like, all right, cool, I got 20, 30 minutes. I'm trying to get my swag together, like how I'm gonna introduce, what kind of impression am I gonna make to Steph when we first walk up? You know what I mean? You can't go in too hot.
Yeah.
And say, cool, hey, Steph was good. You know what I mean? I'm practicing little stuff like that.
That's
right?
like when me and Don were with you. Me and you were like, we don't want to come in like too much because
Well, I guess that helps for me because like I've like briefly met him, right?
Y'all tripping. Okay, whatever. Anyways. And so like I'm practicing my little, my approach, and then he get there early.
Oh,
And so then I turn around and I see him and I'm drinking coffee, bro, miss my mouth. Real coffee, a brand new white polo.
Oh, it's white, of course.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. You know what I mean? And so then I go in the bathroom. It was a whole ordeal. Like I'm using hand soap to clean off a polo and I didn't have a change of clothes. Anyways, I come out there and Steph is like, hey, Raj, what's good, bro? Big fan, bro. I be watching you do this. I saw when you did this. I saw you do that. I'm like, bro, what? You know who I am, dog? Oh, that's crazy. And I think that like that was one of the things that really validated golf for me because it's like, golf was enough for me to meet somebody that I idolize. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And I think that, you know, that made me feel that everything that I was doing up until this point, like, okay, now it's like you really actually doing something. If somebody like this know you,
then you're doing something right.
Yeah, like if they allocate their time to like see the things that you're doing, yeah. So that was like a very surreal moment for me. You know what I mean?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
With the whole basketball talk. So I'm from Minnesota. I'm a big Timberwolves fan.
Yeah.
you
You're
say
back
that like
on the
I'm
map.
not from
You
here.
are too, yeah. But Anthony Edwards, I think he's the real deal. The guy's stud. Do you follow basketball?
Yeah.
Or do you have any other favorite sports besides
basketball.
golf? Okay, basketball.
Yeah.
So who's your squad?
I don't have a squad.
Don't have a squad.
I'm from Chicago, obviously. You know,
Jordan's the GOAT, of course.
Yeah, but coming off of that, bro, it's like, how do you date again? It's like the love of your life dies. How you supposed, you know what I mean? How you supposed to get remarried? You know what I'm saying?
So that's how we were actually just talking about that with Vanessa Bryant. It's like, well, we didn't talk to her about it, but it's like how if she like starts a date or gets remarried, people are gonna flame her.
Yeah.
Like, bro, how you can do that? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, she should be happy.
She should be happy.
She should be happy.
Yeah.
We don't really know what that's like because Minneapolis Lakers, of course, but that's long ago.
Minneapolis, what?
Lakers.
The Lakers used to be from Minneapolis.
That's disgusting.
No, that's why they have Lakers.
So we have
a Laker?
We have 10,000 lakes.
Los Angeles Lakers with the Minneapolis.
Listen, after
So the
damn,
Come on now,
bro.
for real.
Did we just blow your mind?
Yes,
Yes.
bro.
So the Minneapolis
Lakers.
Lakers used to be.
But no. The thing that blew my mind that Laker as a term, like I'm a Laker because I do what on the lake.
Lakes.
Well, it depends. But I
But
mean,
how could I call you a Laker? What would that say about what you do with your time on the lake?
that's a good question. I mean,
Like you a Laker?
fish.
Like what do you do? You
Like,
do
I mean,
stuff on the
fish.
lake.
Yeah, you do.
You hit
fish.
golf balls in the lake.
I've
Golf
done
balls
that.
on the lake.
A Laker.
Yeah. So they were the Minneapolis Lakers, and then they moved.
Yeah.
Because the joke is, well, why does LA have the Lakers? Because there's no lakes.
Exactly. He's googling it.
Are
right
you
now.
Googling it?
We're
No,
totally
Laker
messing with it.
definition.
Oh,
there we
got
go.
it. I was like, oh no, he doesn't
So
believe us.
I don't know how long you're sticking around, but the
A
armory.
ship constructed for carrying cargo on the Great Lakes.
So we do have the Great Lakes.
Yes.
What does Laker mean? A person associated with a lake as a resident, visitor, or worker.
So we're still technically associated with the
I ain't
Lakers.
gonna say. No,
How many
I'm
lakes
not,
are in
I'm not
LA?
gonna talk crazy, but like that, this is the most made up looking definition. This look like somebody like one of y'all went on
This before we knew we were going to
on dictionary.com and like, yo, we need to put
Are you on dictionary.com?
we need to put a definition for Laker in here. So people, that's crazy.
But yeah, the armory. It's a local venue, and that they have actually a lot of the history there from the Minneapolis Lakers. They used to play there for a while.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But
What
back
year?
to,
What year? What year is it?
this would be like I want to say now you put me on the spot.
Hold on, I'll Google it.
50s,
In the 50s.
even maybe before.
And that's
that.
when they moved out to LA.
I don't know the exact date.
Ain't that crazy though? They're like Midwest people
If you
moving out
Google
west.
Minneapolis Lakers, you get the Los Angeles Lakers.
They just bought it all. They're trying to erase it from
Yeah,
the
they're
history
trying to
books. It's like how the
erase
U.S. did
Minneapolis.
Hawaii.
So actually, the 49-50 NBA champions were the Minneapolis Lakers.
Yeah, there we go. See,
So does that count towards they champ the
that's,
franchise?
I think it's actually hung in their in the Staples
The
Center.
Minneapolis Lakers.
Yep. So we had them
They've won one.
47-58, and then 58-68. They moved to LA.
I could be totally wrong, but I think George Mikan with the Mikan drill. No, I think he also played on. It's either UCLA, but I thought he went to Minneapolis Lakers. But man, this is why we say golfing things because we get off topic a little bit. But it's great. I love these kind of conversations. Look up George Mikan. I'm pretty sure he played in the Minneapolis.
I don't know how to spell that.
Mikan, Miken.
Okay, I could have figured that out.
Bro.
No, it's A-N.
Every time I saw these MPLS
Yeah.
jerseys, that was the Minneapolis Lakers.
MPLS is
Yeah,
Minneapolis. Yeah.
that's her. Isn't
That's-
that dope? You didn't know that?
No,
Oh, I'm glad we accomplished something.
Look at that.
We accomplished something.
and I'm not one of them people that could just fake like I knew stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
like,
good
oh
at-
yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, no,
So
I-
being from
I know
Minnesota,
that.
well, being from Minnesota, we're so used to our teams leaving,
Yeah.
right? Like the Twins almost left. The Wolves are rumored to become the
hockey team,
Seattle.
the
The Wild moved to Dallas, or
the Stars.
the North Stars
North
moved to
Stars.
Dallas, and then we got the Wild back, and
But it's one thing to be sad about them leaving, but it's another part to just be grateful that you're this great launch pad
Yeah.
for other organizations, right? Like they come
sure.
here, they get they start, and they spread their wings.
And we still have teams right
well,
now.
the
so
issue is like I wasn't alive, like to see the North Star, and yeah,
But that's where we're going back, like the Wolves, like the Jordan era, the Bulls. You've seen championships. You have
Yeah, yeah.
experience. Minnesota, like we just went to the Western Conference Finals, didn't go very well, but
but we
we're
went there.
starting
Y'all
to
were there.
we're
bro.
starting
were
to
there.
get we're starting to get
Yeah.
that vibe going. So I'm excited for the future.
Anthony Edwards is great. You know,
He's the real deal.
the illegitimate son of Michael Jordan.
He is, man. You can see the side by side.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You
It's crazy.
I love it. Let's talk about Honors Golf.
Yeah.
Kind of dive into that. Tell us about it. It's apparel company. Kind of give us the backstory.
You know, golf is growing, man, and we're getting a lot of new people in, and it's a great thing for us. But we got a lot of people that's energized to make the game their own, right?
Right.
Like, tell their own version of a golf story. And I thought that like it would be cool to stand up a brand that could kind of like reset and help people contextualize golf history before they try to take it in a certain direction, because it's hard to really truly understand where something is headed if you don't know where it's been.
For sure.
And so there's so many interesting stories that we need to tell, that, you know, that deserve, you know, attention and notoriety and people and figures and moments and places. And so I just wanted to, you know, create something that allowed me to storytell through product and through collaborations and things. And so, you know, like one of the things that we did early, I just launched it, you know, me and a homie up in Wisconsin, actually, his name Tony Napton, one of the most talented creatives that I've ever, you know, been associated with. But like last year at the BMW Championship, we did something with the Evans Scholarship Fund. And Chick Evans is like this world renowned golfer from, like, I mean, this might have been like the 20s or something, you know what I mean? Just way back when. And never turned pro, but won a US Am and a US Open in the same year. Wow. With the money that he would have won, he took that and built this fund to start sending caddies to college.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? So he was doing he was that money, and he was like doing some type of instructional tapes, took all the proceeds from all of that stuff. It was just like, yo, I just want to use this money to like make sure that people get opportunities through the game of golf.
Sure.
But like, who know that about him?
Nobody.
Everybody, but you've heard of the Evans Scholarship Foundation, right? But it's like, who knows about Chick Evans and like his ability to play and his, you know, commitment to making sure that golf continued to serve people that didn't even play it.
Right.
Sure.
And so like stories like that, you know, we up here in Minnesota, the St. Paul Open in 1952, everybody know about, you know, in 1961 where they took away the whites only clause, but who knows about the fact that, you know, the Minnesota or the St. Paul Open up here in Minnesota at Keller, they allowed, you know, Ted Rose and Solomon Hughes Sr. to go out here and play, you know, Ted Rose making a cut. Like all of those little moments ultimately led to them making that change, you know, and I think that, you know, we all need to take the time to obviously honor figures in the game and just celebrate people that have done things that have moved the game forward, you know. So I anticipate that the brand will be very fluid in how we storytell. And I just want to, you know, educate people on dope things that have happened and have them make that their own.
That's amazing.
You
I
know what I
know.
mean?
I believe Solomon, they renamed the clubhouse in Hiawatha.
Yeah, Hiawatha, yeah.
Which is very cool.
And he got a really dope academy up here. So it's ran by my boys John Moody and Greg. They run this Solomon Hughes Senior Golf Academy, one of the dopest youth programs in the country.
Sure.
Like I work with First Tee, I work with Youth on Course, but what they're able to do up here in Minneapolis with these kids, the exposure, the depth of the programming that they're able to do, it's like unprecedented. So it's like his legacy is being honored in all these ways. You know, I just want to, and then it's like the concept of honors. That's one of the things that you appreciate about golf, right? Is like, if you beat me on a hole, I give you props.
I get honors.
Yeah. I give you honors. I let you go first because you won. You like you did. This is how I acknowledge. You know,
They beat me on that hole.
Yeah, that you're performing. Yep. You know what I mean? And so I just think that like if we get that in society, if we can make honors a societal thing where we, you know, pay homage to people that have done things, that are doing things, you know, the world will be a better place, man. So I just want to just pay homage to people.
So are you paying homage to, like the black golf community or everybody?
Yeah, Chick Evans was black. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
No. I'm just saying. I wasn't saying that in like an aggressive way. It was just like I'm just informing you that Chick Evans was a white guy. Yeah, man.
That's amazing. Yeah. So like, will you do like limited release drops like in different colorways? Like, what's the
everything custom artwork for that storyline? And, you know, just whatever pieces move you.
For sure.
Like we did this. I mean, like the whole we did this little no gimmies launch. Like and it was just supposed to be something that was fun. But you know, we collaborated with Seamus on that, and we did some of these dope custom ball markers and head covers and things like that. So you know, just making sure people remember to put it out. You know what I mean? Because you can't really like log an actual score unless you hit the ball.
We'll say a little guilty of that.
Yeah.
I think that's good, right? You got to put it out. Right?
I think we're all a little guilty of that. Yeah. Just we're good. Take it.
Yeah, I just hope that everybody that does that is losing sleep at night.
Oh, you know? I'm not going to sleep all the night.
Yeah, we'll be up for a couple days.
As if we already have it.
Oh, man. No, but I love what you're doing. So the community, obviously that's a big part, giving back, all that. Like, how do you balance your time? Because you're traveling all over the place. Can you just kind of go like, can you just give us like...
So I heard you guys list off places like your daughter's been. Congratulations. She's been to more states than I have. And I'm dramatically older than her.
Yeah, but just walk us through like what like a day in the life is with Roger Steele.
There's no 2 days alike, man.
Just always
That's the
different.
problem, and that's the problem. I feel like with routine, I could probably give myself, I could, see a lot more tangible progress.
Yep.
But it's just, I mean, there's so many people to meet, so many people to talk to, and I'm not on social media to like capitalize off of it
Mhm.
as much as I enjoy meeting people and interacting with people. Like when you say social media, like the whole goal is to be social. We're supposed to be having conversations.
Right.
Like it's in the name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people I think that they get on it's like they're just making content to like just throw at people. It's like, yo, there's not dialogue. There's like
Just posting something to get it out there.
Yeah.
So that's actually well spoken. Plus, you're so authentic, and you can see it. I mean, everyone that I've communicated and talked to today, I mean, it's like you can tell you enjoy what you do.
Yeah. I enjoy people, man, and I think that for me, I'm actively looking for ways to find balance. If there's like any time consultants that's listening to this, please hit me in the DMs. I'll probably hit you back at some weird hour as I'm like scrolling through seeing, you know what I mean? But I just think that, like I need more structure, but I'm enjoying everything that I get the opportunity to do. Just say yes and figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
It's amazing. We don't want to take too much time because, as I said, we know you're a busy man, but I also wanted to ask. We saw St. Andre Golf here.
Yeah.
Like, if you had like a collaborative post or a video, who's like one or two brands or people that you would love to collaborate with that you? I know you collaborate a lot, but like who haven't you collaborated with?
I haven't done, man. They so talented at what they do, and it's like St. Andre. I got a lot of admiration for like how they how they storytell, how they advocate for the game, how they get eyeballs on the game, how they make people proud to be golfers. You know what I mean? I think that I get them a lot of kudos. So I would love to figure out how to do something with them. But I mean, it's I think that outside of the big names, I like just collaborating with authentic people. So you don't have to have a platform. It's my orientation is like this, right? Like everybody get their 15 minutes of fame, right? But the only way to make your 15 minutes last for a long time is if you share yours and other people share theirs.
Heck yeah.
So it's just kind of like collaborate with whoever. Then if they turn into whoever they turn into, they'll come back and still remember you, kind of keep you alive and stuff like that. So I don't necessarily look at who's the biggest or who's got the most traction. It's kind of like, man, when you spend time with somebody, do you like them? Like, are y'all
stick
having
with them and have a good
yeah. Because if you have a good time with them, then all of that'll come across authentically in the content and it'll work regardless. You know what I mean? So that's it for me.
You can definitely tell when people force things, right?
Yeah.
And then you're just like, is that really them? No, we kind of, but not.
Just want to say it, bro.
I mean, I'll drop it. Like the dude at Tropicana Golf, like Jimmy. Dude, Jimmy came on here and fucking like grilled the shit out of me.
I wasn't on that podcast. Yeah, he kind of
he's like
just kind of came off as like I'm too good for you.
Very arrogant. He's like, you don't deserve me on here. I was getting messages from like people we're close with out in California, and they're like, "Bro, fuck that guy," and like that's not cool. To this day, people still listen and still hit me up like, "Bro, you handled that with such grace."
You gotta send me that one, bro. I
don't remember what episode it is, but I'll figure it out. But he came off and he
formulate opinions about people based on those types of things.
Well, and it's like I hate talking about people like that, but when you come on, and I hate calling this our platform.
It is your platform,
but it is. And I was,
if it's not yours, whose is it?
No, I guess so. But I was like, did you really just say we're not a club, we're a gang? I'm like, dude, yeah. And it was like right away. And at that moment on, I was like, this is uncomfortable for me.
Real quick.
So I still get messages today like, bro, you handled that so well, but never have him on again. And I was like, deal. That's been like the worst experience that I've had. From this.
Problem is too, it's like, so we can go back to you're a super busy person. We're like, we're just having a nice, genuine conversation.
Yeah.
It's like you take the time, we took the time. Let's just have, you know what I mean? Like, why do we have to be that way towards each other?
Or if you're not gonna do it in the right spirit, say no.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
Yeah, sorry, something came up. I'd be like, absolutely, I get it. You're busy, no big deal.
Right.
Yeah. So he came on and was just like, blah blah blah, and I'm like, you gotta like fucking chill, dude. Like.
Like cover the mic, like, hey, bro.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how the rest of this.
Like, dude, hold on. This is mine. This is not yours.
Yeah. So where are you headed next after this?
Man,
you don't even know. They just tell you and you just go, right?
No. Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna go back to the crib for a little bit. And then we got that match in Atlanta, this little $10,000 match. I should probably be practicing.
When's that take place?
I feel like they low key might have took my golf clubs. Like somebody that's on the other
Ty,
side,
Ty was telling us about that, how they were
like sent the mold or
somebody
something.
took them, and then they're now in Wisconsin, and now they're being
So
shipped.
you know your
and-
shafts are kind of,
Yeah,
you know you got
like
something's
I
going
gotta
on.
go check loft lies,
Yeah.
everything.
I was
right?
like, shit, dude, mine are in the car if you need them. I got a Callaway driver.
And you go to the Callaway
And I
truck.
gotta check it for air tags in case they're trying to keep locations on me.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
I mean, when you're playing for that kind of money, I guess.
Or
never
like,
know.
yeah, for sure. Like,
I didn't think about
So
that.
are you gonna
Yeah.
show up? Like, are they gonna show you guys? You just show up with like just like a duffel bag full of like ones.
yeah, I think make it
Kinda
because
felt all right.
10,000
10,000
and
really not-
hundreds
yeah,
is
but-
not impressive.
No, it's like a suitcase and you open it up. And there's maybe a couple bands, but
You know what's even
Once-
more
You
impressive?
know what's interesting about I have $10,000 tucked away in my house and it fits into an iPhone box.
Shut up.
So like an iPhone box,
Yeah,
like just the
It just-
dimensions of that.
it just fits perfect.
that's how you figure out what 10K is in
Yeah,
cash. It's like,
iPhone
it's an
box.
iPhone box.
Yeah, it's like
I learned something new today.
You think it'd be cool if it was like in $2 bills? Because then it's like 10,000, but then like it's exponentially more because then you
Yeah.
got 50.
the singles is the way to go.
Oh, dude, it's supposed to be.
If you get $1,000 in singles,
Oh, I feel
it
like
looks,
I'm
it looks
falling.
nice.
Yeah,
You need to show up in the duffel bag with it, not because I don't think you're gonna lose. I think you're gonna win, but just to kind of let them know that you're playing for keeps. You know what I mean?
You know, the way I look at stuff like this, bro, is I win regardless. You know what I mean? Like, even if I lose, I win.
right.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know how I substantiate that, but that's something that I'm telling myself. You know, the fact that I could lose.
Speaking of
It comes down to like, did you have fun? Yes or no?
Yeah. I would not have fun losing my iPhone box for the money. That would
That's
not be
fair.
fun.
That's fair.
Is there anything that you wanted to ask?
I'm just so in shock that it's an iPhone box. That's-
the dimensions of
no, I believe you. I believe
What
you.
iPhone model are we talking here?
Probably like a 14.
Okay.
So semi recently, I don't know.
Yeah. It was a 15's the newest.
I thought 16 was the newest.
Well, maybe there's a 16. I think
It
it's
might be,
15.
no, I think it's an iPhone 15 box. Hold on.
Okay. This is awesome.
No, I mean, in
We're
case you,
both learning something new today. Minneapolis Lakers, what 10K looks like in a fits in an
iPhone box.
iPhone box.
you know what's crazier is it might be an iPhone case box.
Oh, like an actual like an OtterBox case, that kind of deal.
No, like yeah. It's like one that you could fit $10,000 in hundreds.
in the silicone case with MagSafe.
You won't be able to close it all the way.
But it fits.
But it fits.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true. So what you're saying is don't use banks, iPhone boxes.
Yeah.
No bands.
No banks.
Unless it's so far. I'm sponsored by them.
I was like, I knew that. And I was like,
Yeah. Use SoFi.
you're so fine.
It's a cashless bank.
Okay.
Or like a locationless bank. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
all digital.
Yeah.
You can use it from anywhere.
It's amazing. Is there anything else you might want to mention before we
No,
come to an end? Like I said, it's been a blast. First off, and I
So,
said I really appreciate.
I would say one of my
it.
favorite things recently is watching you walk through the airport, that big ass rim.
Mm.
That's my favorite piece. And I had Ty. I was like, Ty, did he really do that? He goes, bro, I don't know how he talked people into letting him do it.
It was crazy. It was like a negotiation at
Yeah.
every point.
And
That
then
was the BMW.
yeah,
program.
and then he was telling me that they let you store it
In the
where the like stewardess
It was
is.
just it was just divine. Like 'cause they said to ship that back to the crib would have been like $700-800.
Jeez,
I'm like, damn, do I want it that bad?
It's pretty dope, but you
Should
gotta
that
take
be
it.
a South Carolina keepsake?
Yeah.
Keep it down there.
Nope.
Keep it in Greenville. See you when I see you. No split custody. But yeah, when they let me walk through there, I'm like, man, this must just be divine alignment because everybody we met, they looked at it very awkwardly,
Yeah.
and then they were like, okay, I think we could.
Oh yeah.
And it was the first flight out too. We was leaving at like 5 in the morning.
Oh
People wasn't really like firing on all cylinders.
They were fully awake.
yeah.
Somebody probably got fired for that.
It's funny you say that because my wife and I we were flying back. I forget where we were coming from. Anyway, but it was like a softball event.
Yeah.
Like a family and the husband, they clearly won the trophy. And the trophy's like this big.
Yeah.
Same thing. Because
They let them go.
for a while, it took like 4 people to convince me. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't really think when you travel out of state going to the airport, like, how are you supposed to pack this?
Yeah.
3.5 foot trophy. But I think the same thing. They got heckled a little bit, but
Well, I mean, we had the same thing happen, right? So like at our event, one of the big raffle prizes was like a brand new golf bag.
Yeah.
And the people who won it are like, how the fuck are we going to get this thing home? And we're like,
Got checked.
post office.
Yeah.
Well, luckily it fit inside their travel bag.
2 golf bags and 1 travel bag.
Oh, that's dope.
It's impressive.
Shout out OGO. I got sponsored. You know what I mean? But no, I think that the one time I got hung up at TSA, they will not let you travel with the wait list. which I thought was fucking weird. Like, bro, so you know one of the weight vests, like the 50
Oh,
pound
weight vest. Yeah, I
like, so
got you.
like I was working out doing body weight stuff.
Sure.
Wear the weight vest, you get pull ups and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, it's like me if I was 50 pounds fatter.
Yeah, what's the matter with it? Who cares?
Like, nah, you can't get through with that.
I wonder if it maybe like looks like a tactical vest, maybe, or I don't know.
They made me literally like leave it at TSA and they put it in the lost and found. I never got it.
That's wild. How
Wait, you have to come back
how
for?
would you rank MSP Airport?
Y'all at the bottom of it.
Really? You think so?
Even though y'all got the little simulator spot in
Well, it says it got voted like top most
The last like
cleanest.
4 years were like number one in the US.
We live in a very fickle consumer culture.
That's
I just had a terrible experience with y'all airport.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
They let somebody steal my clubs.
Oh,
The line.
Oh, that was just recently too, wasn't it?
like yesterday. Yeah.
That was a terrible timing question by me. So
Yeah.
Okay,
you dick.
besides that, what's your favorite? What is like the nicest airport you visit?
Chicago got a pretty nice airport, but I'm gonna give MSP y'all props. Y'all got a simulator in there.
That's kind of dope.
Like
Huh?
I can get there early and hit golf balls,
Yeah.
bro. That's wild.
We had a couple people that got delayed from the event last day. They were heading home. The same thing. They were like, "Hey, at least I can play golf." The trip hasn't ended yet.
Yeah,
we're
it's
still
long.
swinging.
Yeah, they're like, all our flights are delayed. And then in the group chat, there's pictures of them at the simulator
Yeah,
just going nuts. And we're like,
I don't understand how like all airports don't have sims, and
They should. Even like a gym too. I mean, if you think about it, like if you
just to
get
bust
delayed,
out some pull-ups,
yeah, I
some
mean,
stretches, do a little bit of yoga.
yeah,
whatever, treadmill,
yeah.
Peloton, something.
Just get limber before you
You
sit
don't need
for
a treadmill
4
though. There's so
hours.
much walking opportunity.
That is true.
Yeah,
Unless you take the little in the
yeah.
middle one where you don't really. I mean, you're still walking,
if you
but
own that, should you walk or should you be able to stand still if you want?
I'm walking.
They have the lanes, but they don't make them wide enough. So it's
Yeah.
like you're kind of an in between.
You got
But
the mercy.
usually I will walk.
Yeah,
But
that's the right way to do it.
It is. Yeah, I think it's
I see a lot of lazy people getting on this.
I would walk. I mean, you're gonna sit for X amount of hours. Might as well get that out of your
legs full,
system. Yeah.
Roger, man, it's been a pleasure, dude.
We
I
can
really
talk
appreciate.
about random stuff all
I know.
day.
Hopefully, we can have you
That's
on down the
today's
road
show.
again, man. Do a Zoom video
Hell yeah.
podcast.
Come on, bro.
Been a pleasure.
Appreciate
So
y'all.
thanks so much. Awesome. Thanks again.